water, sugar in your tea. What's all these questions they're asking me? This is the craziest party that could ever be. Don't turn on the lights cause I don't wanna see. Mama told me not to come. Mama told me not to come. That ain't the way to have fun. That ain't the way to have fun. Hey guys, Gregory here. Today I have a fun song for you. We're going to be learning to play Mama Told Me Not to Come by Three Dog Night. This is a song I hadn't heard before, but it was a request by one of you. So if anyone has any song requests, feel free to leave that down in the comment section and I'll be sure to do a lesson on it. Now this song has what I would consider to be three main parts. We're going to be using a capo on the first fret. Alright, so if you do enjoy lessons like these, be sure to like, share and subscribe, as it will help me to grow the channel. So let's get to the lesson. Okay, so now let me show you my interpretation of the song, the way that I learned it. Of course, I always try to balance a way that is somewhat easy for beginners while still trying to capture the essence of the song. So the verses start with two chords, a G and a G7, but we're going to play it in a very strange way. We're going to do it by just putting the third finger on the third fret, first string, and strumming three strings, the third to the first for G. And then when we get to the G7, we're going to use the first finger on the first fret, first string, but we're going to strum four strings this time. And well, why do we do that is because in the verses of the song, there is a sort of sound. It's kind of bum, bum. And we're going to do something that emulates that, but let's keep that on hold for a while. So once again, we have G with the third finger on the first string, strumming third finger on the third fret first string, strumming three strings. And then the G7 is on the first finger is on the first fret first string, and we strum four strings. All right, let's talk about the strumming pattern. The strumming pattern goes down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Let's practice that on the G, so we can put the third finger back on the third fret first string. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. All right. Okay, now to really bring out the essence of the song, we want to have this sort of alternating or this moving bass part. And we're going to get that by focusing on the third and the fourth strings. So we have this sort of sound. If I were to just play them open, third string, fourth string, third string, fourth string. And we find that in the two chords, the G and the G7. Right, that's why I said the G we're strumming three strings, whereas the G7 is 4, right? So now what we're going to do in the strumming pattern that we just did, for the first down, we're actually just going to try to pick the third string as our down. So we have this pick, down, up, and then when we get to the G7, we're going to continue strumming pattern with that down. But instead of strumming down, we're going to pick the fourth string as our down, and then we're going to strum up, down, up. So we have this sort of pick, down, up, pick, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Right? Now I'm also doing something there that's kind of creating the melody in a way. I'm strumming down, down, up, but on that up, my hand is already off when I strum, so I get this sort of sound. Ba, ba, ba. And then I continue on the G7. Down, up, down, up. And on the last up of the strumming pattern, my hand is once again off, moving back to G. So I'll try to highlight all of these things on the diagram. So we have this. Sorry. Right, so it's very involved. I would say it's a bit more on the intermediate side in terms of getting this down really well, but it's a fun riff to play. Alright, and that's how I play the verses. So that's it. Let's now talk about the chorus, which is very short. So it happens over chords that are a little bit more familiar. It happens on a G. It starts on a G rather. So that's the first finger on the 2nd fret 5th string, middle finger on the 3rd fret 6th string, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret 1st string, and you can strum all 6 strings. Then we go to G7, a regular G7. So to play this G7, the 3rd finger goes up to the 3rd fret 6th string, middle finger goes to the 2nd fret 5th string, first finger on the 1st fret 1st string, and you strum all 6. After that it goes to C. So to get to C, your 3rd finger goes down to the 3rd fret 5th string, middle finger goes down to the 2nd fret 4th string, and the 1st finger goes on the 1st fret 1st string, and you strum 5 strings. And then the 4th chord that we'll need is a D7, so the 1st finger could stay right where it is on the 1st fret 2nd string, middle finger goes to the 2nd fret 3rd, 3rd finger goes to the 2nd fret 1st, and we strum 4 strings for the D7. So we have G, G7, C, and then D7. And the strum is mostly the same. It goes down, down, up, down, up, down, up. But then on the C we have down, up. I like to do a mute right here. We have down, up, mute. Right, so we have down, up, mute, down, up, down, up. So that's a totally different strum that happens between the C and the D7 actually. So let's just focus on that. On the C to the D7 we have down, up, mute, down, up, down, up. I'll do it again from C to D7, down, up, mute, down, up, down, up. And I'm using the strings by just letting my hand quickly rest on the strings. I'm not really hitting it hard or anything. I'm just quickly resting it on the strings to cut the sound. So once more we have down, up, mute, down, up, down, up. So that's 2 strum patterns put together. We have down, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then C and D7, down, up, mute, down, up, down, up. And if I were to sing the chorus, it goes, Mama told me not to come. Mama told me not to come. Right? And that's basically how the chorus goes. Hey guys, so I have multiple resources that will help you to improve your strum if that is something you're looking to do. If you are unsatisfied with the way that your strumming sounds, a lot of people complain about the way that they strum songs, by the way. And if you're one of those people who are just a bit unsatisfied and think that you need something to improve or to add some zest to the way that your strum sound, check out the links that I have down below. One of them is a free short lesson that addresses strumming techniques and things you can use to control the way that your strum sounds. And the second one is a full course that goes through everything that you need to know when it comes to strumming, including coming up with your own strumming patterns. So if you think those things take an interest, check out the links that I have down in the description. So that riff that we hear happens all on the 2nd and the 3rd strings, and it sounds something like this. Goes back to the verse, right? So the first move we're going to make is we're going to strum the open 2nd and 3rd strings. Now in terms of strumming of the right hand, you really want to use a technique that is just using the rotation of the forearm. It's a sort of slapping move, a very short slapping movement that we do. So that way the hand kind of stays in one spot and we get the strum that we need. You don't want to use the whole elbow and the forearm like this because you'll displace your arm and it gets hard to really get back to those 2 strings, right? So that's the technique of the right hand. So once again, we start with the open 2nd and 3rd strings. And then we have this shape where the first finger goes on the 1st fret 2nd string, middle finger goes on the 2nd fret 3rd string, right? And we strum that. And we take that shape and we move it across 1 fret. Then we move it across another fret. Then we're going to strum it 1 more time, but then immediately jump to the 7th fret. So the middle finger goes to the 7th fret, and the 3rd finger also goes on the 7th fret on the 2nd string, and we strum that. Then we take this shape, this is a new shape here, we go back 2 frets, strum that, then we're going to go back 1 fret. So you can look at the middle finger, it goes back 1 fret to the 4th fret, and we're going to go back to the first shape that we got where we have this kind of diagonal looking shape. So the first finger is now on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and we strum that. And we're going to take this shape and move back 2 frets to the 1st and 2nd frets. Right, so the diagram will really help to explain this way better than I just did, but I'll just play it for you one more time slowly. We have this. Alright, now that is still a bit tricky to pull off. And in terms of music, playing songs, it's always a good idea to simplify things if it's always just a little bit above your level to play. So a suggestion, if this is a bit difficult to play, maybe you can play it like this instead. So I left out a couple of the strums in there, which should make it a little easier to jump between the 2 parts. You can try that one if the first one was a little too difficult. So that is it for the lesson. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, share and subscribe, as it will help me to grow the channel. And of course, if you have any song requests, any lesson requests, leave them down in the comment section and I'll be sure to do a lesson on it. But until next time, goodbye.